How we doing, Jocks and Jills fans? Happy summer. Happy off season. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're sitting by a pool. Hope you're sitting on a beach. Hope you're walking around on a golf course. We know that's what we're doing. Listen, we had some amazing interviews in season 1, and we know a lot of you didn't get to hear them yet. So this Thursday and every Thursday all summer long, we're throwing it back. A little throwback Thursday to one of our favorite interviews from season 1. Producer Jackie's on the keys. Let's throw it to her. Here it is. Our next guest on the Jocks and Jills podcast, presented by CCM, is a 2-time Olympian with 1 silver, 1 gold, 5-time world champion medalist. She's Minnesota all the way through with 3 NCAA titles with the University of Minnesota, before stints in the NWHL and PWHPA. Now she's a stud with PWHL Boston. Please welcome to the Jocks and Jills podcast, the one and only Hannah Brandt. Hannah, we're so stoked to have you here. Thank you for doing this.
This is going to be a fun one. I heard you're a good time. You weren't fun to play against. I'll tell you that much.
We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully you're more fun talking to than you are playing against, because you and Hillary were always a pain in my side. So, which is a good thing, I guess. But nice to have you on. Thanks for taking the time, buddy.
Yeah, of course. It's an honor to be on here.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
I appreciate
it though. We'll take it all. Let's start from the beginning, which we kind of always do with people, and talk about your career and how you kind of got to hockey. For you, I believe it was figure skating that you started with, right? But you refused to wear the figure skates. You were just rocking hockey skates from the get-go.
Yep, that's right. I got kicked out of figure skating because I wouldn't wear the figure skates, so kind of forced to play hockey, which was what I think I wanted to do anyway, obviously. So yeah, I got into hockey. I had a good friend in preschool that came from a big hockey family, and our families became friends. So I got into hockey and really never looked back.
Do you remember anything from that time, figure skating? Like, do you actively remember the meltdowns?
Honestly, not really. I just remember kind of hating it, and then and then just loving hockey so much more, and kind of I think being happy I got kicked out, I guess. So.
What got you kicked out? The fact that you just couldn't level up because you didn't have a toe pick, or?
I think it was a little bit of that and a little bit of my behavior on the ice. I think you have to kind of do what they tell you to do, and I was not doing that. So, yeah.
This was a planned departure, if you will.
Yes.
I didn't quit. They kicked me out. Not my fault.
Mm-hmm. I'm a thinker. I knew what I was doing.
But your sister liked it, right?
Yeah, so she finished. She kept doing figure skating for quite a while, so she was always the better skater between the two of us. But then eventually I think she wanted to spend more time with me, of course. So she switched over to hockey full time. I think when she was 10, so she was quite a bit older. And then, we played hockey together, U10s, U12s, U14s, high school. And then in college, we went our separate ways. But we did a lot of, we played a lot together. She, like I said, she was the better skater. My high school coach would literally tally up every fall I had. Make me do push-ups after the game. So he made me work on my skating. But I was a pretty bad skater for a long time. And I think obviously getting kicked out of figure skating wasn't helpful in that.
So you have a cool story with your sister, though. Do you want to be the one to tell it? Your sister and you grew up concurrently playing hockey together, but same age, and she's adopted, and you guys got to go to the Olympics together. Do you kind of want to give the backstory there?
Sure, I can try. So my sister was adopted. My parents were told they couldn't have kids, whatever. So they went through the adoption process. Then I came around. So we came within 6 months of each other, I guess. We're 11 months apart. So we kind of were weirdly twins, but not. We did everything together growing up. And that's why she ended up deciding to play hockey instead, because again, wanted to hang out with me. We went to college separately. She kind of always was shy of her Korean roots and heritage. She just kind of wanted to fit in here and everything. But then after her senior year, I believe she got a call from someone in the Korean Federation, and they asked if she would come over for a tryout. And she had never even been to Korea, never even really shown any interest. But kind of just took a leap of faith and hopped on the plane and went over there, and fell in love with the country, her teammates. And then so she ended up making was named to the Olympic team over there before I was named to the US team. So I was like extra motivated. I was like, if my sister's going to be there, I better be there too. So obviously she was my first call when I was told I made the US Olympic team. And yeah, that was a pretty cool experience for us. I don't know. That was a really quick summary, but
you did a good job. Like that was an impressive Coles Notes of your entire life, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how it all worked out. And that the Olympics just happened to be in Korea that year, and Korea got a team in the Olympics. It was really, and then they ended up getting teamed up with North Korea. It was just a lot of things going on over there.
There was like what I feel like two separate teams. Like it's obviously at the Olympics, it's fine. You're at the games, but like when was the first time you guys actually got to see each other there? Because obviously she would be with her team doing her thing, staying in you know their house, and you guys are doing your thing. Practice times are different. So when did you guys actually first get to see each other at the Olympic Games, if at all, really?
Yeah, I mean, I would like randomly see her walking around the village because I knew like what their coats looked like. Luckily, too, because they were on the team with North Korea, they actually ended up getting like a little bit different apparel. So I could always spot the hockey girls. So I would see like a big clump of these white puffy coats, and I would look for my sister, and they all knew me because like they just knew I was her sister, and so they would be like, Hannah, Hannah, Hannah. So it was kind of easier to like get around with knowing that like they would kind of help me out. But I think the first time I saw her was in the cafeteria. One day I went in there and I saw her, and that was pretty cool. And then going out for the opening ceremonies, I got to see her, and that was like kind of one of like the coolest things ever, just kind of seeing her in like her opening ceremonies outfit, and then me. And I think I probably teared up a little bit when that happened because that was really cool.
Your sister Marissa, I was chatting with her actually, and she had shared that was one of the first stories she shared with me, and she was like, "It was so great. I got off the bus and I ran in as fast as I could because they were walking out last, obviously, right, being the host country."
Yeah,
and she's like, "And thank God USA's near the back." And she's like, "And they were about to get called out, and I looked and I spotted her, like it was like the sea parted, and we locked eyes." And she's like, "And it was the best moment. It was the perfect way to kick off the Olympics." And there's actually a nice picture of you guys standing together too. So it's nice because you guys have like a really unique, special bond. I feel she told me about a little pregame ritual that you guys have, the three things.
Yeah.
How
It
did
was
that
like,
start?
well, I think we just kind of always like once we separated in college, I think we missed playing together all the time. And so we would just kind of always text each other before each game. And it was like score for me and I love you. And just kind of, I would like write that on her stick at the Olympics, and she would sneak over to my room and do the same thing. So it's just cool to have been able to share that moment with her. And yeah, we were very close. She's my best friend, and just, it was cool to be able to do that with her. And I think the other cool thing was to be able to share our story. And after the Olympics too, we were able to kind of really reach out to the adoption community, even the foster care community, just kind of a lot of people are able to kind of relate to my sister and kind of what she went through. I think she was able to, obviously her story's really special, just the way she was kind of able to reconnect with her roots. And the one thing that would have been really cool is if she tried to kind of connect with her birth mom, and that wasn't possible, but that's why she wore her Korean name and all of that. And really cool for her, and her story touched a lot of people, and I was just happy to be a part of it, I guess, too.
So wait, what was the pregame tradition? The three things?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel like it was just kind of like we would always either text each other, and it was like score for me, I love you. I don't know what the third thing would be, but it was just kind of a little saying we had.
Three nice things they'd say to each other.
Yeah,
sisterly love.
Apparently, I don't know if I have three nice things to say always, but
you really got to dig some days with your sister. I get it. Me and Tessa both have sisters as well. It's like the closest bond ever, but no one else is allowed to be mean to your sister except for you, of course.
Yeah.
but if anybody else is, it's trouble. Another part of your childhood that made me smile is so much of the conversation with the PWHL is like, well, we didn't have the opportunity to watch women play hockey when we were kids, but you used to go watch like Natalie Darwood's play for the University of Minnesota. Like how much of an impression did that leave on you?
Yeah, I was so lucky being in Minnesota, being able to kind of go to those Gopher games. I remember I would go through the line and get Gigi's autograph, and now she's on my team here. And but Darwood, Wendell, it was really, I was really lucky to be able to have that because it was pretty rare. And even the Minnesota Whitecaps were kind of a thing back then. Did you ever play for them, Tessa? I don't know.
No, not the way I
Okay.
played against him a lot, and
Okay.
I played against Darwitz a lot. What a
Yeah.
nightmare. What a player to be able to watch and emulate your game after. I mean, man, what a
Yeah.
legend.
Exactly. So I was lucky to be able to have a little bit of women's hockey to watch, but obviously it was never on TV outside of the Olympics. And so I tuned in every 4 years, but that's really not great in the grand
I
scheme of
like how you just straight up called Gigi out. Like, yeah, I was a little kid watching Gigi. Now she's playing with me. Just throw her
well,
under the
I
bus
guess
as
I
an
wasn't
old
that
dog.
little, but I do remember going and getting her autograph. So yeah,
Do you
sorry,
still
Gigi.
have it?
I'm sure somewhere at my parents' house.
You were talking about your sister and how, she just wanted to fit in when
Mhm.
she was adopted in the United States and whatnot. But you guys actually got to go to Korean camp. She did not like doing it, she said, but you
No.
loved it. What was it about it? And like, what was it? What would you guys do when you go there? That was so awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I was just such a curious child in general. So like I was so interested in like why she came from Korea, like what I just like I had so many questions. So I loved Korean culture camp. We would like eat all the food and I would do taekwondo and there was just like we would learn the language. There was just I don't know. I loved it. She hated it. So eventually we had to stop going because she didn't want to go and they were like, well, you can't go if your sister's not going. So then
Yeah.
stop too.
Just the lone white
You
kid at
attempted to
camp.
though?
Yeah, so I got kicked out of that too. I guess I get kicked out of a lot of things.
Yeah. That's
Friend.
hilarious.
You had
That's
mentioned your
awesome.
coach, because every single person I reached out to, my goodness, I got some good vids that I can't wait to share. But you mentioned your coach made you work on your skating because you would fall quite a bit. Like
Mhm.
everyone tells me, you are the clumsiest Olympian around. Is that hereditary? Is that just what is that?
You know,
And, like, when does it strike? Like, I feel like, do you know, like, are you aware of certain situations like, "This is gonna be bad. I know it, but here goes nothing."
I don't know what it came from. I think we should just blame my parents because I don't know. I don't want to blame myself, but no, I just like fall a lot. I think I don't have good spatial awareness. Um, I don't know. I mean, my friends all say like they blame everything on the fact I was breached. So when I was born, my legs were stuck over my head for a while, and so anytime anything happens to me, they just say breach. So maybe we can blame it on being breached. I don't know. I don't really have a good
That's a
answer for
good
you.
excuse.
Like,
I like that though.
there's
It's
good
something that you
video
could
of you,
just
like, falling
blame.
into the net. You've taken out refs, I remember when I played back against you. Is there any
Yeah.
specific moment that your teammates just never let you live down?
Oh gosh. Um, Specific one. I don't know if there's a specific one. It's pretty much just anytime something happens for me. They all keep the videos too, and then they pull them up every few days. I swear to show me something stupid I did, but nothing's coming to my head right now.
That's awesome. So, watching Minnesota as a kid, was there ever any question as to what school you were going to pick when it came time for you to choose?
Not really. When I got like, it was more just like if they wanted me, and then when they wanted me, it was pretty easy. But Wisconsin was really good at the time I was choosing, so I did have like a little like thing in the back of my head. I was like, maybe I should think about that. But being from Minnesota, it was really a dream of mine to play for the Gophers, and I obviously do not regret that whatsoever.
Yeah. So, how do we even talk about your college career because it's insane. 3 national titles. You were the captain there, Patty Kazmaier nominee, like you did it all in college. I heard you say in a different interview that each one of your national titles was really like individual and
Mhm.
different. Do you want to maybe try and define
Yeah,
how each
I
one of
can
them
try.
was kind of special?
I can try. Well, the first one was pretty cool. Freshman year, we came in, didn't lose a game, so 41-0 that year. That's
Crazy.
fun.
That's
And then
wild.
Yeah. No
the
kidding.
next
That's
year,
insane.
we won every game except two, and one of them happened to be what? Sorry, yeah, one of the losses happened to be the national championship to Clarkson. So I'll forever hate
Mm.
Clarkson. I remind Ratty of that every day that I
Yeah.
really hate them. And so then my junior year, we came back, beat Harvard in the national championship. That was fun. That was at home ice. I remember the only crazy thing from that game was it was again at Ritter. I saw my dad before the game, like when you come in on the red carpet, he was there. And then after the game, my sister like ran down and was like, "Don't panic, but dad's in the hospital." And I was like, like, how am I not supposed to panic? So we won, and then I found out he needed like emergency surgery. It was like a hernia thing, but it was really bad. But he's like fine, no issues. It was just like I was like, how did you miss like the one time I play a national championship at home, whatever. So that was kind of scary and sad, but fine. Like he's fine. So
So what happened? Like, what's the story with that? Like,
just like I don't know, whatever like a hernia situation was. It was like emergency though. Like he just drove himself from the red carpet thing to the hospital, had surgery, and he's still like friends with the doctors that or the surgeons that did it. Like they knew everything that was going on because he like woke up from surgery. He was like, did they win? Did they win? So yeah,
what?
that was kind of
And
crazy.
he didn't tell anybody that he was doing. He just
No, I think he just left, and then like, well, like I think he told my mom that he was going. I don't even know if he did though, actually, because she probably would have like not let him drive himself. So, and then
it's such a dad move.
So such a dad move. And then I was at the World Championships that year, and I want to say that was the Malmo year. So he worked with the surgeon, was like, I need to get on the flight to go to Sweden or whatever. So like 2 weeks later, not even that long, he was like on a flight overseas, which he shouldn't have been doing either. So
No.
dads, can't keep them in line. And then my senior year, I think my senior year was the most special because that was actually in New Hampshire, which I was just there yesterday watching the Frozen Four. So that brought back some good memories, but we weren't necessarily expected to win that year. And we beat Boston College, who I'm good friends with a lot of those girls, and they were 40-0 going into that game, and we beat them. So, because we were kind of like prideful in the fact that we were part of the 41-0 year. So we didn't want to let them do that. And yeah, so that was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
They were all
You
cool.
mentioned Malmo. What's the school test or the test you had to do in Malmo? What's the story with that?
Oh, well, I was in school at the time, and yeah, I had a microbiology test I had to take. It was good.
Went well?
It went really
That's
well.
it?
Yeah. I think it went really well. Thanks for asking.
That's it? That's all you're sharing?
I had some. Yeah, no, that it was good. Yeah.
So Hillary just gave me a nothing story on you?
Yeah. She doesn't.
There's no backstory on that. You just took a test in Malmo and it went well.
It really didn't go well at all.
I figured that was the case. It's okay. You made it out well in life.
Yeah.
What's a microbiology test here and there?
Yeah,
How bad?
It wasn't terrible. I think it was like a C, but I had some girls like attempting to offer some assistance, and they were not helpful. Let's just leave it with that. So
Was Hillary one of them?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's a history major, so you can just guess how that went. But
yeah, I don't see her as a microbiology girl.
No. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Going back to the national championships, you're talking about how all three of them were different. I'd imagine all three celebrations were also different. Did one of them involve the trophy being broken or chipped that you want to divulge right now?
Yeah, that would have been my last one. And I thought the one good thing is they do give you 2 trophies. So the one we had, I think, like, I don't know if that's like the extra, but it did end up with a little chip in it. I don't know how that was caused, but I thought putting Sharpie over that would save it. And I mean, honestly, in photos, it did, but I'm not sure that maybe I should have like gone and like bought some like, like you can buy like wood paint that probably I could have like matched the color a little bit better. But yeah, Frosty, I don't think was too thrilled to be leaving the trophy with us. Especially Lee wasn't there that year because she was off to Worlds. I wasn't at Worlds that year. So he left me in charge, and I think he knew that was probably a bad idea, but that's okay. It's all good.
So you couldn't return the damaged one and take the good one?
No.
And who's the culprit? You don't know? You don't know who the culprit is that chipped that?
I don't know when that actually occurred. It could have been like on the ice. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to name any names, so.
You're not suing anybody except for poor Gigi Marvin for being an old dog. Poor Gigi.
It's funny, the girls I'm going to sue her again, but the girls on our team this year thought she was 42. So when she turned 37, they were.
Why do they think that?
I'm not sure where that started, but someone on the team thought she was 42, and I was like, Gigi is not 42, you guys. Like, Gigi.
Did someone give her a card
Wow.
like happy 42nd birthday?
No, but like that's what they were like. They were guessing, and then they told her that's what they thought. I was like, poor Jeej.
Oh no.
She does not seem like she's 42. So
That's hilarious. I feel like that transitions us well into like what's the Boston dressing room dynamics like? Like you've got yourself and Hillary, kind of big dogs from Team USA. You mentioned Ratty from Team Canada. Like what's the dynamics like around Boston?
yeah, we have like quite a good mix. We have some young ones. We got like I feel like we have to have the like most 30-year-olds too. I don't know. But I do think we have a lot of old ones, and then we have I shouldn't call us old. And then but we also have like people from all over. Like we have Sweden, Austria, Switzerland, then Canada, the US. So we do have like a pretty good mix of people.
And Boston's such a fun city.
It's
Like
so
how
fun.
much fun are you guys having in the city?
Yeah, I love the city. I wish like we had more free time and more days off, but other than that, like it's been really good. This is my first time like living out here, and yeah, I really do like the city. I'm still like learning how to drive on the roads and all that, but it's been overall good.
Yeah, driving in Boston's wild, hey?
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought Toronto was like the end all be all
Well,
of
the roads
terrifying
are like
driving.
No
this.
way.
You can't drive
Whoa.
straight on a road for more than like 2 blocks. If that happens, like that's like a miracle.
The big dig is done,
Oh, I
right?
didn't
Like
know
they
that.
put a bunch of the roads underground. Like that's all done.
I mean, there's a lot of tunnels, so maybe.
Yeah. Back when I
But
was
curbs are
visiting
like
schools, the
this
big dig was happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then there's a lot of
Yeah.
tunnels. But the tunnels are confusing. Like you just kind of do 50-50 is my strategy. Like when they start splitting off, I just pick one and hope it's right. Yeah.
Are you directionally challenged? I heard you got lost a few times in the Olympic Village.
Yeah, I do get lost a little bit, but honestly, like the GPSs just can't keep up out here. There's the roads are
Because of
too
all the
crazy.
roads.
At the Olympics though, we did get lost. And Chloe Kim was like off to her she's the snowboarder who won gold. She was
Yeah.
off to do her thing, whatever the thing they do is, and we were in the mountain village. We were going to go up there to like watch. We were on an off day. We were going to go watch some skiing or something. And Chloe Kim actually like kind of directed us around. So that was pretty cool. Very nice lady.
Wicked.
Are you a big snowboarding fan? We've heard that you're like
Yeah, how's the snowboard career
potential
coming?
to be a
I was
pro
a one and done
snowboarder.
in the snowboarding and win my snowboarding career.
Why would you like you win the Olympics? Everyone's like, yeah, let's go hit the hill, let's go skiing, and you're like, cool. I'm just gonna snowboard for the first time in my. Was that the first time I ever snowboarded?
Yeah,
It was.
first and last. Yeah.
And how'd that go? How's the butt?
Terrible.
You healed?
I think I had like 12 concussions probably. No, I was wearing a helmet, thankfully, but it was not good. I wanted to die, I think.
You're like, what? Did you end up only going down once? Your wipeouts were huge.
I think we went down at least twice because I remember having to try and like get myself to the lift again, and it was just not good. And I can kind of ski. I don't know, like I'm actually a pretty good skier. I think I'm probably close to being an Olympic skier, but snowboarding is not my thing.
You just said that with a straight face. You made it. You're almost like an Olympic skier.
Yeah.
I can smell the sarcasm, but I love it.
None.
I appreciate your love for rollerblading because
Oh, no.
I grew up in a time when blades came out and it was the wickedest thing to do to rollerblade to school. But you don't let that die. You're huge on blading. But what are the butters? What does that mean? What's the butters?
The butters is like the smooth, like where there's no like cracks and there's no like I don't know when like the sidewalk kind of like lips up above the other one. Yeah, there's none of that. It's just smooth. It's great. That's the butters.
So nothing like that in Boston.
No, there's no butters in Boston.
Brutal. So if there's like a place that you got to go and you have your bike and your blades by the door, what are you grabbing?
Bike and blades. I'd probably grab my blades. If there's butters.
That's
if there's
actually
no butters,
that's my favorite thing.
If there's no butters though, it's like not worth it.
Yeah, I like that. I have one friend who is like committed to the rollerblading still. Like she rollerblades. She works for the NHL and she literally rollerblades to the office at Bay
It's too much
Street.
of a liability, though.
She's so committed to it. I love
That's
it
impressive.
too. She's downtown Toronto ripping blades.
Does
Do
she
your
ever
blades
fall?
have like the heel stop?
Yeah. So that's what I struggle with. I don't have the heel stop. I just have the hockey ones, and I drag my foot behind me, and I've ended up with road rash so many times. And I'm not even very good, so I don't know why. I think I could just rip around on rollerblades when there's hills and stuff, and I don't have little brakes at the back.
It's so dangerous.
Back brake is mandatory.
I've been called out. I got to get it, but I just like to go fast, I guess.
I had the back brake and I got made fun of for it, but it's the only way to stop.
Oh, that's how you have
to do it. It's the only way to stop.
Who's making fun of you?
I don't.
Everyone. Except you two. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is a safe place here on the Jocks and Jills podcast. We encourage safety while rollerblading, but no like knee pads or anything like that. Not that far.
Remember the wrist guards?
You need full like coverage for when you do fall. Otherwise,
that's what I still have a scar from like one summer. I was just being a goof. The very first summer I was going out with my boyfriend, and I like road rash from my shin to my quad, trying to be a beauty, ripping around the neighborhood. And I still have a little bit of a scar. It's deserved every bit of the pain that I felt that day. You got to be wearing pants.
Yep.
Every single person we've had on the podcast has some kind of quirk about them that we find endearing and a little bit funny. I feel like yours, just based on talking to a couple people, is you have this like strange obsession with pylons. Where did that start, and what brought that on?
Oh gosh, you guys really do your digging, don't you?
We do a little digging.
You got to.
There was this one time we were in upstate New York, just having a fun time, and I decided I wanted to pick up a cone and throw it around a little. And my friends thought it was funny. They videotaped it, and maybe some other people didn't think it was so funny. That's
the story.
Now I find
you're just so matter of fact.
Now I find picking up cones to be one of my hobbies. It's fun.
That's awesome. In terms of other shenanigans you guys get into in Boston, nightclub Tao, is that the spot that you're hitting? Like, are you the social captain there?
No, I'm not. Well, I don't think there's a Tao here, but I was named the social cap one year, and I don't really know why. I don't think that should be my title. But the Olympic year, yes, that was technically my title. But I had a friend that kind of hooked us up at the end of the Olympics. So we all went to Tao. It was super fun.
Is that what Keller was talking about, where you guys all showed up in jeans and t-shirts to a nightclub?
Possibly, yeah. It was our last night on the tour in 2018. And I literally was like, yes, sorry, like everyone's really tired. I don't think anyone's going to actually like show up. And then everyone ended up going, and like, she's like, I thought you told me your team doesn't drink. And I was like, well, I didn't know. Yeah.
When we do, we're thirsty though.
Yeah, so we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. It was a good way to like end the tour, but it was a tough travel day the next day for a lot of people. I don't know if you heard more about Megan's situation, but she showed up at the airport with, I think, just her passport, and that's all she had. So
where was all her stuff?
All was
like,
left.
Where were her belongings?
She had no money. She had no, and that was like before like Apple Pay, so she had no way to like pay for anything. Yeah. So the Delta lady was a hero and checked her bags for free, and she used her passport and got on a plane
and left her stuff in New York.
Well, no, the wallet was lost. Like that got left at Tao, I think. But she had all of her belongings. She just didn't have a way to like pay for them to get on the plane because again, no Apple Pay, no nothing. But she had her medal, so I think that might have helped.
Yeah, that helps all the time.
Great, so.
That's a free pass. Were you at that Korean frat house party with the jugs of booze?
No, I was not, I don't think. I missed that one.
I felt like you would have been one of the ones that would have tried the
I probably should have been. Booze. I don't know. I think I might have been up in the Mountain Village that night. I'm not sure.
That's in the Mountain Village? It sounds almost more intriguing.
It is.
What were you guys doing?
There was
obviously.
Snowboarding up there, probably. They had other fun things to do up there, but yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so me and Tessa were talking, and you're someone, just before we let you go, that would have this insight. I feel like Hillary Knight is kind of a mysterious character in women's hockey because she's like the face of it, but we don't know a ton about her. And you know that she gave us dirt for this podcast. So it's her favorite time of the year coming up, World Championship. She's heating up. What's something about Hillary Knight that you could tell us that the general public might not be aware of?
I think what's the most interesting about her is honestly her diet. If you can ask her about that.
What is it?
What specifically?
I think I'll let her share about it. I think it just intrigues a lot of people because you'd think it would be like maybe something, and it's just not what you'd think.
Like it's poor?
Like she's a big fast food, like big Dunkin' Donuts.
I see all the Chipotle sponsors.
Chipotle's
Chipotle's pretty
oh,
clean,
Chipotle's,
no?
I feel like
Chipotle.
well balanced, but yeah, it's just she does a lot of carbs.
The old carb lover.
It's working.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the old school, like no kale smoothies, just pasta before games. You got to keep things OG, like the old dogs back in the day.
Yeah, and once she gets on to like a restaurant or something, she'll go there every single day. Like in Minnesota, when she lived there for a little bit, we would have like the same places, and she would literally ask me every day, like, "Can we go here?" Like the same place every single day. I'm like, so. But yeah, feel free to ask me for more things because I will come up with more for her if you'd like.
For Hill? Perfect.
I would love to return the favor. Yes.
Hillary's next, apparently.
Perfect.
Okay, I love it. Well, Hannah, thank you so much for the time today. We appreciate the laughs. We love watching you play, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you guys very much.